Ovaj program sadrži plasiranje robe.
And even this season, the competition is even higher. We have more teams, the budgets, a lot of teams are higher. In a double round, everything can change. So a lot of factors are involved.
A lot of games now. We are still only on we played 8 weeks. So if you watch the standings, so there is nothing. So the first team, and for example, I think we are on the 7th or 8th position. There is only one game difference, one victory difference. You can see better to your situation maybe in the half season. So after you finish the first part, the half, after you finish 19 games. And there is a reality that if you ask me who is the favorite this year, honestly, I can say nothing now, because there are really 9-10 teams that you check the previous games, so everybody win anywhere. So, for example, for us, Efes come to beat Olympiacos in Athens. We went to Istanbul to beat Efes. So, Olympiacos went to they beat Maccabi in Maccabi. So, everything can change with the teams. So it's now very important that every game to find the balance, and don't think that, oh, okay, we lost 2 games, we lost 3 games. It's not important now. It's important to improve. And of course, when you arrive to the half of the season, you must be in the good standing, because now you don't think, also this is not good. You think that, okay, now we lost, no important, we have 30 more games. Next week we lost, no important. No, after this loss will count in the end of the season. So for this year, the EuroLeague is very tough, and I don't think that there is any team favorite. In the previous year, I remember when we won the title, Real Madrid was extremely favorite. Last year, Olympiacos was the favorite, and this year people say that Panathinaikos is the favorite, but I don't believe about this, because there is, watching to the results so far, you can see that there is 8-9 teams that they can win the EuroLeague this year.
No, Coach, I didn't ask you who's the favorite, because I think it's too early to say that. Even we see that every team in the EuroLeague is struggling with injuries, because I don't want to ask you too much about the schedule, because we know there's a problem, and if we are talking about that, but there's no solution, so I don't want to mention that. So it's too early to talk about that. But you mentioned before, talking about injuries, that you have injuries on one position. You're talking about position number 5, about centers, right?
Yes.
And I would like, because here in Belgrade, you know, like you have a guy, very important for Partizan fans, for Serbian people, talking about Matias Lesor, and we are waiting to see him back on the court. What's happening with Matias Lesor?
I'm waiting too, like you. He still continue to his therapy. So some weeks also he make a strong individual work on the court. But what the doctors told to me, that he's not 100% ready right now. Of course, is also the mentality of the players must be comfortable because it's not easy to play, to start after 1 year, to start immediately to fight. There is every game is he must be comfortable to come to start to play. So like everybody, we are waiting, and for us it's extremely important players, because also last year we made a great season. We advanced to Final Four, but on the crucial time we miss a lot of Matias, because at the first year that we won everything in the EuroLeague and in the Greek League, Matias was one of the most important player in the team. So Matias was the best center last 2-3 years in the EuroLeague. So every time, okay, we try to replace to him. Last year we replaced to him with Wenyan Gabriel, that we had a lot of. He gave us a lot of contribution last year. This year we try to replace him with Yurtseven and Holmes, but Holmes is already a new arrival from the NBA. Also now he get injury. So same like Yurtseven. Nobody, of course, if we will have a Matthias as soon as possible. So I believe that our team will go a lot of improve. So more than 50% because we need this power under the basket.
Even if basketball is a team sport, but that's unbelievable how one or two missing players are changing the dynamics in the roster. That's really unbelievable.
Well, of course, these players are very important players in their rules. So, of course, also in the other teams has that kind of a injury. But 1 year we miss the best center. We have the best center in the Europe, but 1 year we played without him, so it's too strong.
Coach, in your career, you won 3 EuroLeague titles,
yes.
2 with Anadolu Efes and 1 with Panathinaikos. Would you mind to do a recap to underline the best moments of these 3 Final Four?
Of course, the best moment, it was my first EuroLeague title with Anadolu Efes, because before this title, I won in the other cups. I won the Saporta Cup. I won the FIBA Euro Challenge Cup. I won the Euro Cup with Galatasaray. Many Turkish League titles, many cups. But everybody talked that, but you never win the highest level of the European basketball. And of course, when we won the first EuroLeague with Efes, it was extremely, for me, big memory. But on the other side, of course, with Panathinaikos, also it was something very different, because Panathinaikos, the passion that has Panathinaikos fans that there is in Greece, in Athens, I never saw in my life this passion. So, of course, to win the EuroLeague with Panathinaikos, it was something also extremely exciting for me when we won. So, I cannot say this one is better, but first EuroLeague title and the last with Panathinaikos, for me it was amazing.
It's a big achievement when you manage to win that once. You did it 3 times. What's your dream in the future, Coach? Do you have a dream?
I was very close to one of my dreams to win the gold medal with Turkey, but I lost in the last minute in the Eurobasket after the big successful that we had to play the final in the Eurobasket. Now my dream, there is no one dream in the sport, so dream is now to win one more time with Panathinaikos. One more time, maybe. So to continue to win with Panathinaikos the EuroLeague. On the other side, with the national team, to win a gold medal, maybe in the World Cup, maybe in the Eurobasket, next Eurobasket. So there is no only one dream. It's very difficult to talk about one dream. Before, it was the gold medal with Turkey, with the national team. Now that I reached the silver medal, so now for me there is a lot of dream, but first, step by step. First, of course, is to win a game with Panathinaikos, because I believe that we have a good roster. And with the addition of the Matthias in the next, I don't know, next week, next month, or maybe in the playoffs, I don't know when. So I believe that we will have a lot of chance if we find the balance, if we find the same motivation with our fans to win one more time the EuroLeague in Oaxaca.
Just because now you mentioned the national team, I would like to ask you something about it. I don't want to bring you back to that game because I can imagine that it's a little bit painful, but the guys and the energy you had was amazing, was something unbelievable. And I just wanted to ask you, because I don't have often the opportunity to talk with that coach that is coaching at the same time a high-level club and the national team. How do you feel when you're a coach in the national team, coach?
I feel very well in the national team because I like always to help to my country. So far, I know that I help to my country to take the very important results in the clubs. But of course, national team is something different. And for me, it's exciting to work in the national team. And for many years, also people talk about to me that, okay, you won 3 EuroLeague, you won the European Cups, you won, but you never make nothing in the national team. And I'm proud that now also with the national team, with this group, we found a very good chemistry, and we fight for every ball in every game, and we reached the silver medal that we were very close to win also the Eurobasket, but this is a very young generation, and I believe that this generation finally will win also some gold medal. And for me, it's exciting. Also, I talk to everybody in the clubs. In all my career, always I must talk in English because many foreigners, even when you're coaching in FS, you have a lot of foreigners. But it's very nice to talk in your language in the locker room with the guys, with all your country guys. So I'm proud to be a national team coach, and of course I think that this group gave a lot of emotions to our country.
Yeah, thank you for answering that. Just wanted to open and close the parentheses because it was nice to mention a national team. And let's go back a little bit to the EuroLeague and Panathinaikos, because I wanted to ask you something about the players. What is very interesting, I've noticed that you, even in FS and in Panathinaikos, you work with very good guards. So is this maybe a signature for you, something that you really care, a strong point of your teams?
I believe that finally, of course, if you have a center, big center, it's very important. But during the game, more than 50% of the time, the guards has the ball. So the guards is very important. They create now in the new basketball, so on this pick and roll basketball, so the guards can score, then create, then they make the assist. And it's very important to give them this confidence to play on the open courts. And what I saw also in the last years now, the change the European basketball. Also now the teams start to play with 3 guards. So before it was very difficult. So always you have some 3-man. Maybe okay, now Red Star has Kalinic, but there are many teams that they play with 3 guards. And also we made this with this philosophy in the FS with Larkin, Micic, and Krostav Simon with 3 guards. We try to make a new system in the European basketball. And now also I'm trying to continue this. So guards are very, very important. And like I told you, so many guards that I work, so I chose the good guards. And even in the other teams that I work in Siena, I have Vervisa Stefano, I have Petar Naumovski. Then in Galatasaray, I have Carlos Arroyo. So, okay, they are past players, but I remember always these players. And now I have, in FS, everybody knows, I have Micic and Larkin. And now, in the last 2 years, I have one of the best point guard in Europe, Kostas Sulukas. And it was the key for the successful.
Because we are in Serbia, and I wanted to ask you about the licenses, because finally, after a lot of years, Crvena Zvezda and Partizan got the licenses. So, and this allows the coach, first of all, to create a long-term plan. So what do you think? Do you think that maybe, because we know the history and the tradition of these clubs, maybe this license should have come earlier, maybe?
For sure. So you cannot imagine a high-level basketball in Europe without Serbian teams, without Greek teams, without Turkish teams. You cannot imagine about this. So I heard now, I read also for the new NBA Europe that they are trying to make, and they don't, for example, they didn't mention about Serbian teams. So in Europe, basketball is different. It's not like the NBA show. Now NBA, it's show basketball, but in Europe, basketball is the EuroLeague is the mix with the show and with the competitions, with the passion. And now, how you can deny the arena like Red Star made, like Partizan make? This is a culture of the basketball. Many also European players that are playing now in NBA, they become from the Serbia, Slovenia, so that kind of a country, so Bosnia. So how you can deny, you can make some competition, NBA Europe, and there is not Serbian teams, or there are not Greek teams, or there are not Turkish teams. So you play basketball with Spain, Italy like this. Come on, this is not the reality of the basketball. And I believe that this will destroy maybe NBA. They scared about what is going on in the EuroLeague, because the EuroLeague in Europe, the people start to follow more EuroLeague than the NBA. Because I saw this with the kids. So before, the people follow NBA a lot of. The kids, there is a lot of. Now, they are going very lower the NBA intention, the NBA popularity in the Europe. So maybe it's one strategy to the NBA to destroy to this European basketball, to take again the popularity of the NBA. So we must be very careful about these situations. Like European basketball clubs must be together, must stay together to protect the quality of the basketball. After NBA become to make a marketing with all these clubs, with Serbian clubs, Greek clubs, Turkish clubs, Spanish clubs, okay, welcome, because we have a problem on the marketing in the EuroLeague. This is the reality also. So the teams are spending a lot of money, but there is no enough incoming except Panathinaikos, my club, has a lot of for the ticketing sponsor that we built. Yanakopoulos made in these 2 years, but I saw that there are many clubs that they have a problem in the budget. So the marketing must must give more for the clubs to be more competitive. And this is a marketing. NBA has a great marketing. This is the reality. But on the basketball side, so EuroLeague clubs must protect to their self this quality of they have in the Europe.
I'm not making up polemics right now, but you know, when Dubai entered in the EuroLeague with the financial power, can help the EuroLeague, as you said, to stick together and protect a little bit the European basketball from NBA Europe, because we know they will come to Europe, but we don't know what's the plan.
Yes. So I believe that Dubai is now the reality of the sport. So that part. So Qatar, Doha, Dubai, Abu Dhabi. So not only in the basketball, you see in the Formula One, in ATP, in football. So if the football in Europe, they went to make a World Cup in that countries, why the basketball refuse about this? And we must be open for this. And what I saw also Dubai club, they make very good team now. They have an arena, so everything is very nice. Will be good. So, but on the other side, so of course, if some football club like NBA Europe are mentioned now, like Manchester, like Roma, like Galatasaray, they really wants to be part of this European basketball. So welcome, of course, welcome. But you cannot say no to the clubs like Dubai. Maybe next step will be one club from Doha. Now the World Cup of the FIBA basketball in 2027 will be in Doha. So this is the mix of the basketball. It's a global basketball. And I believe that this mentality of Dubai, I don't refuse.
Thank you for saying that, for answering that. And my last question is, just to don't misunderstand me, I wish you to stay in the coaching career as long as you want to win all the titles, because we enjoy watching you on the court. But the day you will decide to stop your coaching career, what's going to be your plan? What do you want to do after that?
Actually, of course, I like to be, after this age, I cannot work in the other jobs. I like to be, also I don't like to be a commentator like this. I like to be on the high level of the management of the sport, but I don't know where, how, and maybe I will stop when I saw the coaches also that I take idol for my coaching career. There is a Jelko still continue to coaching. So Messina still continue to coaching. And my good friend Pesic also, that I met him. We talk together in Riga. We were in the same hotel. Every time we talk like this. So he's still coaching. So, and after that age, maybe it's time to retire, to take one boat, to go. I like to swim on the sea, to be more relaxed, because sport is really, you feel very well, but it's something that also difficult in life, to the stress that you have in your body.
Thank you so much, Coach, for this conversation. It was a pleasure, and I wish you a great and successful season.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach.
Ovaj program je sadržao plasiranje robe.